To a close, the college basketball season is just starting to heat up. This time of the year, I like to call it prime NBA League Pass season. It's the perfect time to put on League Pass and just enjoy watching a team like, I don't know, maybe one of the hottest teams in the league, the Memphis Grizzlies. Now the Grizzlies have been on fire for the last month and a half, but Anthony Davis and the Lakers brought Ja and the Grizzlies back to reality a little bit last night. It looked like, let's jump ahead to La La Land, Memphis taking on LA, and it was a first half to forget for Memphis. The Grizzlies shot 30% from the field and were a mere 24% from three through the first 30 minutes of the game. Meanwhile, AD was getting buckets, and the big man finished the game with 40 points, shooting 68% from the field. Memphis went on a 19-5 run to end the third quarter, but the Lakers' 23-point lead was just too much for the Grizzlies to overcome, as the Grizzlies lose to the Lakers 110-116. So I'll start out by saying that was an incredible comeback, and Luke Kennard looked great, especially in the third quarter. He was a net positive, I think like 15 or something like that. The Grizzlies running with that 12-man rotation that everyone was upset about at the beginning of the year. Everybody is wondering why Jenkins is running so many players, and now it's looking like it's coming together. You don't see that on social media that much. You don't really see it in the headlines as much anymore, and I know Taylor Jenkins has finished talking about it. But the Lakers are a very, very good basketball team, and if you catch them on the wrong night, if you catch AD on the wrong night, you can game plan all you want, but he's going to go get buckets on you. 40 points is a little bit more than I thought he was going to get, and also LeBron getting in there and doing his thing as well. But overall, the Lakers were able to just stifle the Grizzlies' offense in the first half. The second half, the Grizzlies looked like how they normally look. That ball was moving around. The offense was looking fluid. They really were playing, in a way, positionless basketball, unless Zach Edey was on the floor. But overall, the creativity really popped off in the second half. The first half, what I think the Lakers did overall is they limited those really good looks inside the paint. And I think that is something that the Grizzlies are always, I know that that's what the Grizzlies are always trying to get to with their, I guess you would call it, a more of a wheel offense, which means it's trying not to rely on Ja Morant too much. It's really trying to rely on the team as a whole, which is something different than the Grizzlies did 2 years ago. I can't say last year because that was a whole different story, but what they want to do is not have Ja be the main guy every single night. They want Desmond Bane to get involved a little bit more. They want Jaren Jackson, who had 25 points last night, to get a little bit more involved. And when that wasn't working, you saw Ja try to take over. And 4 minutes into the third quarter, when I was watching the game, I said, let me look. I don't even know if Ja's hit a shot yet. He was 1 of 8 going into the third quarter with 4 minutes into the third quarter coming out of the half. And so that's what you kind of see from this Memphis team. When they can't get the offense going, they are kind of star heavy. They rely on the star a little bit too much. And I think that this Grizzlies team looks the best when you have everybody getting involved, when you have Brandon Clark really integrating himself into the offense, getting those good looks in the paint. And when you rely on that and you're trying to get good looks in the paint, it allows for shooters like Luke Kennard to get open on the wings because teams have to cheat inside the paint. And I think that is something that Taylor Jenkins is really focused on this year, and what they've really done well over this run. They're 16-4 in the last 20, which is a really, it's higher than I think that everyone thought they would be after starting out the season kind of wishy-washy, just a couple games above 500. But at the same time, and I don't mean to rain on Grizzly fans' parade, they only beat 2 teams over that 16-4 stretch that were over 500. That's Denver, and of course that signature win over Boston. But they do have a really tough stretch coming up. I'm going to pull that while y'all watch the highlights just for a second. I'm going to pull their games coming up. They've got the Warriors on Thursday. They've got a really good Atlanta team that they'll play in the next game at Atlanta, and then they'll play the Clippers at home next Monday, 2 days before Christmas. Maybe a little early Christmas present for you. Go out there and see the Clippers play the Grizzlies, and then Toronto, whatever, New Orleans, below 500, and then you have Oklahoma City, Phoenix, both teams above 500. Obviously, Oklahoma City look like maybe the best team in the league. Then Golden State again, and then Dallas, Houston, Minnesota, Houston, back-to-back against San Antonio. I mean, I could keep going because the stretch of games gets tougher and tougher, but this is really when we're going to see the Grizzlies get tested the most this season. And I'm excited to see that, and I know that they are as well, and something that will definitely help them out is Zach Edey returning. Zach Edey missed the last 12 games, and he came back last night, and he looked really solid. The left ankle injury, you would think that maybe he would look a little bit slow, maybe miss a little bit of that pace, but no, he didn't. He looked fine. He ended up with 13 points, missed the last 12 games, but looked like his normal self. He shot 6 of 8 for 13 points and 23